your butt.
Okay.
We're here for your cards.
Recording, I'm guessing.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, boy. You know what time it is. It's Sunday for us, Monday for you. We got a podcast thing to do. Welcome back. Yay.
Definitely didn't skip a week.
Definitely didn't skip a week.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving happened.
Yeah, it was the week of giving and all that jazz, so we could kill each other Friday.
And then, Sam was left us for a whole week. He had to go be a true family man, all that wholesome stuff. He couldn't be degenerates with us for a whole week like, everybody else is being. He's being an upstanding citizen. We appreciate him for that. I went to 3 different houses and ate food, so I'm feeling good about myself.
I just ate food at my family's, and I brought back food.
But did you enjoy it?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I'm enjoying the leftovers, too. I'm a
about.
broke-ass 21-year-old.
That's why Thanksgiving.
Oh, no, I'm 22 now. Fuck yeah.
Oh, man. With that nice little segue, welcome back to the WLTCG podcast. It's your guest as usual. My name is Roderick Sykes. We got Samuel Coomer to my left, Joel Garcia to our right. And this week, we don't have a lot of big news to talk about, but we want to give you our first impressions on the set as it is, some cards we've been playing with, the way things are going. Plus, also update you on some of the ruling changes that have either already happened or are going to happen, just to keep you up to date on how stuff works. Since Strangers are new, we don't have a lot of info on how Strangers work at the nitty gritty, so hopefully today we can help clear some of that up. So I say first, let's get started on our impressions on the set. What are y'all feeling about the cards?
So Shakti's copying Stranger.
Shakti's good.
Shakti's copying is too good.
Man, especially when you get 2 or 3 Shaktis on board and you get to cast any sword chant.
Yeah.
So I had to face against a Bloody Break being copied. I've had to face against the pseudo flanking shout being copied.
Awakening of the Flame King.
Yeah.
Which one did you play against when you had 2 Shaktis out? There's something you played one of the sword chants when I had 2 of them.
I know I played one against Joel where I made him banish 3 resonators because I had 2 Shaktis out.
I forget what you do to me.
To you, I'm probably burned you for 2,400 damage.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
That is so strong.
Man.
And that's without gaining the buffs and whatnot from the Regalia.
Mm-hmm.
So strong.
She's still on Lancelot once Levitain hits the field.
Yeah, red black is good.
Yeah. Me and Ho were playing American Lemeth.
Yeah.
Slightly different builds. I don't know. I think it was fun.
Yeah, I played the more Resurrection build, and you played a more control-y build, didn't you?
Yeah. I tried to go more control, which would have worked if I didn't get such bad luck our first game, because I want to hit 1 to 2 blue stones while I turn 4 to 5. I want to hit one turn 2 or turn 3. That's a solid amount.
The crazy neighbors are here. Close my windows so they don't see us. I heard someone banging on my front door. Okay, we good now.
And we're back. So basically I went light vapors. And I was like, can't do anything. Next turn, light vapors. I was like, still can't do anything. Third turn, light vapors. Still have nothing I can play.
To be fair, you had a Makoto drop on you turn 3.
And that's what I was getting to. And then you went Makoto. And I'm like, I haven't been able to play for 3 turns straight. And then you just drop a Makoto on me?
Turn 3.
With
He played a what?
Ishtar.
He played a what?
The general. The major, sorry.
The major, yeah.
Because her name ain't Makoto. It's
why is
Matoko.
Everyone calls her Makoto. I don't know why.
Because they are
Americans.
They're uncultured swines.
It's called the
Kusanagi
major.
Matoko.
That's her nickname.
The major. She's a major
But
beat
when you're
stick.
cheating out a 7 drop on turn 3, that's so good.
You got a 10-10
Ishtar
out.
for the
You got a
win.
14-14
Ishtar
out.
for
You
the
had
win.
1 or 2 other small things, and I was just like, okay, I just lose. I have to Holy Nova this, and I don't have one in hand, so I just lose. And then game 2 was a lot closer. I just feel I think there was one play. No, that was against Daniel that I realized a play I could have changed.
Yeah.
But besides that, I felt like we were pretty close. I think you got a little bit luckier with the Regalia.
Yeah.
So, Sam, I'm going to tell you what you need to do to fix your problem. Step 1, you also run Motoko. Step 2, run Light of Koronos, pitch to Motoko, and just choose his Motoko.
Right doesn't target.
Well,
It
would
just
you,
hit
well,
me.
well, would you be willing to break your hand with 2 Motokos?
If
I'm
I'm
already
staring down a
planning to,
Motoko
yeah.
that's already on the field, absolutely. If I can't have a Motoko, you
I
can't
gotta add
either.
that to my side. Like that's actually kind of spice.
Yeah.
It's like you can't target it. It's like don't need to.
Or, you know, you
Also
could...
gets around snake.
Oh, Snake is pretty good too.
Most of my opponents learn that snake is just scary.
I knew
Except
Snake
that
was
Sam
scary.
played into my trap with his snake.
So he swung with Thor. I blocked. He let Thor die. We're gonna get to how Thor is bad later and how you shouldn't have been running it.
I forgot.
Then he played Red Wizard, and mine happened to just be exactly at 14, so it died.
But other than
But
that,
besides that, like every single time I've gotten it out, people are always like, how do I deal with this? And I'm like, you don't. And they're like,
you're right.
what do you mean I don't? And I'm like, you literally just lose. Like unless your objective is to kill me once it gets that big.
Yeah.
It's not to kill it. You cannot get rid of it.
Yeah.
There is.
Or you have to like Holy Nova it before it gets too big.
Yeah. The best way is precision. If you
Yeah.
precision it while it's small, or if you can like Flame King Shout. What did you say it was called?
Awakening of the Flame King?
Awakening of Flame King. I'm just gonna call it Flame King. That's way easier.
Yeah.
Flame King. So Flame King, the board. Yeah, that can usually do it. But then at that same point, if they have the Regalia up, you just go tap. Okay, now it's
Plus
out of
4,
range.
plus 4, yeah.
So now you got a Sandstorm or something.
But it's like, I don't know what's going to be the best deck.
No.
With the new set.
If I see a snake that big, here's what I'm doing. I am wiping your field except for him, and then I'm having you banish a Resonator.
Scoop game 2. No,
Yeah, but so far we've been like looking in, like me and Roger are thinking about it, and there's just not a lot of ways to deal with it. Like black has a decent number of ways because of banishing. Banishing is huge.
Literally,
Yeah.
that's banishing
And
and
then-
like glass lance.
Yeah, Lance. That's it. There's just not a whole
Yeah.
lot more that you can really do to it. It's just like you have to kill this thing before I get Eternal. Because once I have Eternal, like there's times where
there's
like
nothing.
I'm like, okay, I can just Holy Nova this board.
And of
Holy
course,
Nova,
we
the
mean
board swing
the
for, like,
machine
20.
lance specifically.
Yeah.
Swing for 22. Just like, okay, like that's half of your life. I just wiped your board. He's still gonna live.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Like I don't care what happens anymore. Overall, though, I think this set's pretty fun.
It is. Like,
Wait, yeah, he would live because of the counters.
you know, except for getting Flame King with 2 Shaktis on board. That's
No,
not fun.
He wouldn't live because of the counters. You wipe away Eternal, and then it says destroy all Resonators, right?
Holy Nova?
Oh no, you're thinking.
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of Lance. Never mind.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
No,
would,
no,
he wouldn't have the ability.
No. Yeah. That's part why I don't like Lance.
Yeah, Lance says fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep. Frick that card.
But no, like, yeah. If you're, like, we haven't been doing a lot of testing with the new rulers against Divinity. We should probably, like, be going into that pretty soon. But right now, we're just, like, kind of just having fun. We're just,
Yeah, I think it's just to have fun, and
Stranger
then slowly
decks.
but surely people will start bringing more and more. Because I really like the Stranger mechanic, and I think I'm probably gonna stick with it. The only
Yeah.
deck that maybe I'll come back to is probably Perfect Loki.
I think Perfect Loki's gonna, like, once
Like,
we get, like, a blue black
Like we were talking about, like I feel like Perfect Loki, even like right now, I feel like someone's gonna figure out how to play Perfect Loki in a way that you can play super controlly and play like 3 to 4 colors, like
Yeah.
super easily without like Dark Allison.
No, man, I'm saying as soon as we get, like, those blue stones, like,
Oh, yeah.
blue black, like, we
Yeah.
got blue white, but, like, blue
Just waiting
green.
for a split heaven and earth reprint.
No, please don't. No.
We're all gonna die today,
I
boys.
could see Split Heaven coming in, like, the last set. Because
Yeah, I don't want to split heaven because then that just obviously makes me want to constantly draw out games. Like sure, where it's just like, oh, this will kill you, but it will also kill me. I'm gonna die anyway. Split heaven.
Nah, I'll tell you
Split
what it's
heaven.
gonna do for me. I'm just going straight back to Isis running mono red and going right, tap. Split.
GG. What if Split becomes a sword chant? Shakti Split. Copy.
Sir, what's that one meme where it's like, I gotta find it. I gotta find it because I'm gonna say it.
But no, it's like
Besides that, like I don't know, like
I could see green, like a green white divinity ruler coming back, or still within like not coming back per se, but still holding a place in the meta. I don't know if it's gonna be probably not Hanzo if we're gonna be going into a heavy stranger meta.
what?
Oh, I guess we're unfrozen now. All right.
Oh, that's probably just like a internet lag or whatever.
Yeah, fun
But
stuff.
like I'm gonna probably predict it's gonna be green white Adam because I think divinities are gonna not fall out, but there's not gonna be enough to warrant the ceiling scroll. Like
Yeah, definitely. The thing that I think is gonna be kind of up for grabs, in my opinion, is just the fact that like a lot of what Adam tried to do, like yes, canceling is important, but playing like I feel like Alice was a really big thing about him,
yeah,
and the fact that Alice can just get RG'd so easily now, like blue white has one,
blue
red white has one,
red white
white.
So that's already like 12 RP
And
cards.
blue can just bounce it. So
Yeah.
you're like, okay, pay 3, swing, and then you're like, bounce it back to your hand. You have to pay another 3.
Yeah, it's just
So it's like, I'm just going to keep doing this until you run out of mana. Kill you. So, of course, they can cancel your chance and whatnot. So that's obviously going to be important. So, yeah, I feel overall, even though Melgus is a really, really fast deck and so is Isis, I feel like we're moving more and more like more mid-gamey to control is what's happening. Just because like there's so many times where like our games were like, okay, turn 1 like play like this small thing, turn 2 like do this thing, turn 3 this thing, and then turn 4 is
y'all because y'all sitting here. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna gain this.
yeah, because we're mid-range players.
I'm gonna gain life.
I would do that.
I'm gonna gain life, and that's what you
Y'all-
hate.
Okay,
we
so-
don't go face like you, Roger.
Okay, so
We-
y'all
we-
can't hate me once I side in 4 Certos and everything that is just literally anti-slow the game down. Y'all can't hate me for it at that point once we have 10 minutes left for game 2. And I'm like, all right, this thing's got to end in 8. So that way we can at least roll for game.
But no, I think there's too much cheap removal.
Yeah,
For
I do think that
aggro
is a
to,
problem.
Like, be
What I hate is like you're like, oh, there's too much cheap resonate removal. I'll just switch to J Ruler, and then Bloody Break is the thing.
yeah.
The fact that Bloody Break can target a J Ruler is just...
No, it should have just targeted a J ruler and nothing else. So you can't just like it'd be like a Black Moonbeam or whatever.
Yeah.
So like you could have it, but it's essentially dead until your opponent judgments.
And then it's the best card in the game.
Yeah, but at least could like your opponent could be like
Judgment,
oh, well,
enter, dead.
Yeah.
Like kill it.
Like if your
Get off
opponent's
my
already
board.
judgment, now they're dead cards in your deck, unless your opponent like gets imperishable or whatever. But now like Bloody Break is like kill your J ruler. Well, your J ruler's already dead. Kill your resonators.
Very strong. It is.
Yeah.
It is indeed very strong.
Um,
But on honesty, though, I feel like even with that, that's not enough to define the deck as something that stands for 2 reasons. One, it can hit J rulers, but even if that card wasn't here, I still don't see a lot of impact J rulers are making. Now, granted, we have J rulers now that can flip and actually do
something.
things.
Yeah.
Now,
I like this.
which is good. But like, flipping into a Faria and then, Bloody Break and then your God's Art. And of course, smart players are going to hold their Bloody Break until the
The
Faria
God's
attempts to God's Art until they draw a second Bloody Break and they need the Faria gone. Then,
Yeah.
they stack them. Another
Then
problem
you're
with
like
that
swing,
is...
then they're like block, and then you're like Blade Break, and they're like God's Eye, and you're like Blade Break. I win.
But see, one tough sell with that is I also think smart players are going to side into Quick Cast Alice. Like, sure, as a couple of, but like that completely nullifies what Bloody Break wants to do to a J ruler. And again, that's like a very specific instance. Usually when I'm dying to the newer decks, it's not to the J ruler. It's to the other things that the J ruler entered and just brought
I feel
onto
like
the field.
the J ruler isn't like the big like boss monster that it used to be like the original Alice and stuff. Like when you flip your
I don't
J
know,
ruler,
man.
like you flipped it, but now like
My 15-18 is pretty solid.
No,
I
like-
feel.
I don't feel like they're as boss monsters as it used to be. Like they're still
Oh,
a
no.
boss monster, but they're now like a means to an end kind of boss monster.
Yeah.
Like an extender kind of.
Yeah. Like, I was playing against want to say I was playing against Daniel earlier, and I had a bloody break. So he judgmented Melgus. Enter a bloody break. He God's our response. He still got 2 things out. Now, granted, it wasn't 2 things that were enough to kill me, but the fact that his Melgus served his purpose pretty much flipped. God's art brought out 2 things and then went back, which is actually in his benefit because then he can continue to proc Levitanes on him.
Yeah.
That's the huge part, is that the ruler side is actually slightly stronger than the J.
I think it also depends on your deck style. Like my boss monster was Lenneth. Like just straight up, like she was my biggest one naturally. Well, besides Makoto, but I don't count the major because the major is a 7-drop. I cannot cheat out without randomly getting a good stranger. Besides that, like Lenneth was my boss monster because a 15-18 with drain just is good.
Yeah, a 15-18 with drain is also part of the reason why you need J ruler removal. Now, granted,
I'm not saying that shit is.
Also, I'm actually surprised you're not playing a couple of Phoenix. Don't get me wrong; it has it's not great stat wise, but you could keep flipping a Lenneth. Like again, and this is sideboard options. It's not something I would main.
Yeah.
But like
you know, I would 100% play it if only the Regalia could pay for its cost.
See, I don't like that either. I have my problems with the way they R&D things. I'm not gonna talk about that because I have feelings for that.
No, I'm talking about it right now. I hate it. I
it's
know
so dumb.
it's how it's always worked, but I still don't like it.
I felt like intentions and reality or expectations and reality were not met.
So
I can really hope that they fix it.
speaking about effects being ironed out with quotations,
So-
I still got some mixed feelings on it too, but
Okay. So do we want to start with Thor?
okay, so
Thor is a bad card.
Thor
I
is
never
fucking
wanted to play it in
garbage.
my strange deck, but now it's even worse.
Like,
So basically, Thor. I'm gonna read how Thor you think it works for those of you that don't know what was quote unquote confirmed. So how Thor looks like it works is you RFG the top card of your deck, and then you destroy all of your opponent's resonators that share the same total cost with that card.
yeah.
But it's not. It is just shares the same cost. So if I reveal, or what happened with us is Hoel played a Thor, he RG'd the top, and it was Guinevere.
Yeah.
So 1 red. I have a 1 cost Percival. It is 1 white. Does not get destroyed.
Yeah.
Because it is a different cost. Which means if you have something that's a really weird costing, it won't get destroyed by Thor. Unless
No.
they reveal pretty much the same as that card. Like if I have Lars, like I did, I had Lars on the board, it's just okay, there's nothing in your deck that can be
No.
flipped. Sorry. There's 1 card you play 1 copy of. The Chance. That is the only card that you could possibly have flipped that would kill him. That's it.
Yeah,
That-
so we get these updates as of recording this video. It was about 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't change my deck list last night, and I completely forgot about it. when we
He was
played.
never in my desk, so I never had to worry.
But yeah, Thor's
Trash.
fucking garbage now. Just straight garbage.
Yeah, so if you RG the top card 99.9% of the time, you're probably just going to miss. You're just going to whiff.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing the mirror and you get lucky.
Yeah, and it's you can't even side strangers.
Yeah. That's another thing. You can't side strangers. Strangers can also be in different colored sleeve from the main. But they can be the same, obviously. The only thing that changes is if they're different colored sleeve. If they're in your hand and a random discard happens, you have to use a dice because obviously your opponent can't just choose one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they can just say, well, I want that one, and they can pick the stranger, obviously. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that if you have if you use Ouroboros and you put him into the stranger deck, because we got confirmed that that's how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It was confirmed by the company that that's how we were supposed to do it. Just the seer didn't touch it. Obviously, he's going to be in different deck sleeve. So you have to roll a dice instead of just, shuffling it, having your opponent cut and stuff like that. And obviously your opponent can be like, well, I want you to put this back in your hand. Or I don't want you to have that back in your hand.
What I would do in situations like that is I would shuffle it, then I would roll dice to see how far down I did for a card.
Yeah.
So you would shuffle it and then roll some dice. So if it landed 5, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the card.
Yeah.
I
say
just
the
have the
best thing-
same sleeves.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I prefer to have different because it helps in literally all the other logistic issues except for that one. I would take a hit in one area, then I'd take a hit in multiple.
But the thing is it gives your opponent the ability to look at your hand and instantly know that you have a stranger. That's my problem with it.
Right.
It's
So-
not logistic wise. It's just I don't.
So
like that
I can
feeling.
also do the same if you have different sleeves or same sleeves. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can figure it out. But I'm just saying that it takes
what's the
time.
difference?
Like if your opponent
Because
forgets,
your opponent can slow play at that point.
I mean, sure, if your opponent forgets, that's a factor. But then also, what if you forget in an official tournament to put those cards back into your stranger hand,
that's
and then
your
your
fault.
opponent goes,
That's why like
judge.
right
Yeah.
like as soon as we start playing, as soon as we ended the game, I immediately start counting up my strangers.
yeah,
I
I
that's
was like,
what I
I'm
do
getting
too.
this in my head, so I make sure that this is the thing. I count it 2 to 3 times during the quote unquote sideboarding, since I didn't bring a sideboard. I'm like siding, and I'm just like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll like shuffle it, like shuffle my other decks, present them, and I recount it. And I'm like, okay. Just so I make sure
I
that
mean,
it does not
we could
happen.
just do another bear magic call
flip
again.
a bear magic, and then you're like, ah, yes, I lose.
yeah. So that's why I just say put them in different sleeves. Anytime there's a random effect, just roll some dice. You roll dice to start the game anyway. Why not roll dice for any other?
I'm not saying it's
I
bad.
guess
It's
it'll
just-
just be player preference at
yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah.
it's just player preference.
I feel like honestly, it's one of those things that a lot of people who say, "Oh, just use same sleeves now," I guarantee you that's not going to be the same number of people who run same sleeves later on because you're going to get one of two people. People get used to it, and people who don't.
Yeah.
The people get used to it aren't going to care. The people aren't getting used to it, and they find themselves keep putting a stranger in their deck. At some point, they're just gonna say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just put it in different sleeves. It's allowed anyway." So I don't feel like going through the hassle. So yes, you can have same, you can have different. The type of sleeves you use there is not managed. It's just that the initial starting of that deck has to be the same sleeve, you know. So
Besides that, strangers cannot go into the main deck. If a stranger would go into any other place, field, hand, graveyard, RFG, it's perfectly fine. But if it tries to go to the main deck, you just put it on the top of the stranger deck.
Yes. Another one, Shakti does not create a copy of Zeus, Atlas Zeus.
So I have a problem with this part. So I agree with that ruling. It 100% is how it should work, but there is no CR to back it up. Every single time I've asked a judge to answer this, that's just how it's ruled. And it's just like, where's the CR? Like, is there another country that has a different CR? Is this what we're looking at?
Well, I
Because
guess we now
has
know it's Germany.
No, this one is in Germany. There's no CR to back that up. It's just how it's been ruled.
Oh, jeez.
Like every single time I've asked another one that I talk to a lot, nothing. Like they get no answer. People refuse to answer them, or they just say, "Well, it's how it's ruled." It's like, but like,
Tell me why.
why is it ruled this way? It's like, well, that's how it should be. It's like, well, how it should be and how the rules say. But besides that, yeah. So basically, what would happen is you play Shakti. Shakti is on the board. You play Zeus Alice. Shakti's ability will go on the chase. She tries to create a copy. The copy then dissipates. Nothing happens to the copy. And then you play Alice like normal.
Yeah.
But you can still use your Regalia to play Alice,
Yeah.
which I do enjoy doing. Because a 1 mana 8/8 is always nice.
Yeah, so we've gone over
One
how
mana.
much Thor sucks ass. We've gone through the strangers. We've gone through Zeus. We've moving to main deck. Japan forgot this to be found in 317. Ouroboros. I think that's all of them that we've gone through, or all the updated rulings for the
What
set.
about the second post
Let's see.
from Chris's weekly updates?
Chris's weekly updates. Man, this dude's been a fucking champ, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know, man. There's a couple times he's gotten things wrong. But overall, yeah.
Yeah,
he's very
he's a
informative.
champ.
oh wow, he made a 90 on his test instead of 100. I think we should fail him. That's what it sounds
man.
like, Sam.
Hey, man.
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, man.
Dang, this
I
kid
have
made a
had
98.
professors like that.
Well,
I have.
screw them too. Just kidding. But like,
Oh yeah, you cannot side strangers.
Yeah.
Strangers cannot be
I
sided.
don't know why they did that, to be honest. I think that's a little bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
I mean, they went as far as allowing like off-color strangers.
Yeah, but at the same point, you actually got to play them.
Oh wait, here's one.
Unlike Divinity,
Alice Zeus
where
is no-
it's just like, I'm just going to like play a zero cost because it's funny.
It says Alice Zeus is not a stranger.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
Well, yeah.
that was known.
Yeah.
Because
That's a bit different.
if you see it in parentheses like that,
Yeah.
it's
like a subtyping or something like that.
It's
Yeah.
It's a typing that's not a typing. It's a long convoluted thing. But yeah, she's not a stranger. That is 100%.
If you want to play a stranger deck, you can play one of the 3 rulers.
Yeah, when it says Resonator Stranger, it's referring to a subtype of Resonator, not a subtype in terms of a race.
Yeah.
So like you have Resonators, then you have Resonator Strangers, much like you had Addition Field, Addition Resonator. It's similar to that, where it's an extension of that.
I'm pretty sure this one's kind of like common knowledge, but you can't side from a Alice Origins ruler into a non-Alice Origins ruler.
Yeah, unless your stranger deck is 0.
Yeah, unless your stranger deck is 0. But at that point,
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, why are you playing an Alice Origin
But
ruler?
if you're like me, I can go from Lenneth to Faria.
Yes.
And side into it.
Yeah, that's actually what I like from Lenneth into Faria. I think
this
that's
is always by itself. You can't.
I could side in the Lenneth.
No, I'm saying you could. I'm just saying I don't want to.
I actually thought about putting 2 extra heat rays in my side and a Lenneth, and then doing that, and my opponent goes,
what?
hold up.
You switch from like an aggro like red black to like mid-rangey white red, and they're like, hold up now, wait, I missed something here. But yeah, overall.
I guess if this one hasn't been pointed out, strangers don't have to be the same color as your ruler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We just mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. It makes sense because you
Yeah.
still have to play them.
Yeah. So I think that's about it.
Mythic is an automatic ability. I
Yeah,
don't think
that
anyone
wasn't on
really
here.
questioned that, but just to be clear, it is an automatic ability as confirmed by the CR, which means that it triggers, which means that it goes on the chase. So where I'm going with this is if you control a Caduceus and you play a Caduceus, technically the mythic triggers go on the chase before resolving, and the ruler side effect does too. So you get to stack them how you want. So you could, for example, get a stranger randomly and proc another type of effect before banishing one of them, so you get to determine how you want to use your will that way. Nothing major, but it helps you flex a bit more in terms of how you manage your will and how you manage what you banish and stuff. So thought I should point that as well.
I think that's everything as of updated rulings, I guess, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. And we're always pestering the L1 judges about new stuff like Iridia is like, hey, is Alice still broken as hell? Is Shakti, help her do more shenanigans? I thought we were done with shenanigans when Diversity left, but then no, we just get some chick to ruin it again, and then we go south.
So I guess now that we have these updated rulings, what are your guys' expectations for once things have been ironed out some more?
So
Like
here's
what builds of the rulers?
So I think Lenneth is going to be mid-range to control-y style, like what we're doing with the American style. I can see Melgus doing red as his main, black as his secondary, and then like a splash of white.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I really think Raise and Revive is good, especially if you like.
Dude, Raise and Revive is so clutch.
Because the fact that you're like, how do I get rid of resonators right now? I'll RFG it, and he just goes, okay, you RFG it, yeah, bring it back, swing.
Oh, you guys don't want to know about the Genshi Melgus deck that I'm going to be building.
Oh
soon.
no, it froze again.
But up.
Bop.
Anyway, so
But yeah.
whatever. So besides that, I don't know. Obviously Divinity. I think Perfect Loki is still gonna be there. Adam is still a possibility. Hanzo probably not as much, just because a lot of people are playing Divinity right now. So if you play Hanzo, Hanzo's main thing is going against. So people playing strangers. So you're gonna, if you go against a stranger deck and you're playing Hanzo, then your Master Rune just doesn't really do anything unless they happen to play a rune at some point. But I don't think I play a single rune in my deck. That may change, but
Funny enough, I play 2 runes in mine. But if I see a Hanzo, then I'm like,
yeah. If you see a Hanzo, then you
pitch it every time we go
maybe
into
they'll
it.
get to Ceiling Scroll one time.
Yeah.
Because it's a game 2, game 3, you're just gonna side out of it because you're like, or you play it a lot smarter where you're like, I'm gonna do this thing, Ceiling Scroll, and you're like, you don't have that. I'm gonna play my second copy.
Would Hanzo be brave enough to go, okay, they try to predict the meta, and they try to go, okay, at some point we're starting to see more Stranger than Divinity, and they go, what if I just take out Ceiling Scroll and put in Table Flip? Because think about that. Table Flip.
Table flip.
Table Flip murks Melgus hard.
Oh,
Like if Table Flip I mean, if Melgus ever became tier 1, like so above normal tier 1.
Berserk Dragon Swings. You're like, table flip. Thanks, mate. Deal 2K? No. Deal 8 to self. And he goes, dead. You paid 5, well, I paid 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can see. I can see Hanzo doing that because it's also the same that Chimimi did. Like some people are like, you can get 3 1,000 tokens for 5 will. This is incredible. Why would you play anything else? And I'm just like, I'm just gonna like say you can't block me this turn. Swing, don't block. Swing, don't block. Swing, don't block. I win the game. Thank you. Like that's why I love Divide. So many people like there's people like the ARG when I play Chimimi. They were like, why'd you never play your Elephant Rush? And I'm like, well, first off, I beat you.
Here's
Second
something I
off,
need you to
you saw me
understand
play a Master Rune.
with Red Green Chimimi coming soon. Oh wow, he has 3 lances on board. This is a good thing I have a couple blockers, so I'm gonna stop you from blocking this turn. Oh, that seems bad. Have you ever seen a board state where you couldn't block 3 Lancelots and there's still will up?
Oh, no.
Replace the Lancelots with Shaktis.
But we don't have the easy black access yet, though.
Easy black.
We gotta think about this. Also, if they reprint Blade of Supreme King Sylvia.
So basically, what we're talking about, guys, is the fact that
bust.
like we're pretty sure Prissy is going to be red, green.
Yeah, so the next
Prissy is
set,
red green, Valentina's blue black, Machina's probably gonna be blue green, which I'm gonna have problems.
Oh my god, if Machina's blue green,
You get to add
it's
to your
gonna be
blue, green
fucking busted,
machines.
dude. It's gonna be straight busted.
Yeah.
Fuck Arthur, man. I'm just gonna be playing blue
Like,
green.
I'm just gonna go
Machina.
back to my roots, Machina. Like I'm gonna go from machine to machine. Got it.
And if he still has like a somewhat like just slam down machines from your hand, like Judgment, slam down Lancelot's is from my hand.
Lancelot's, no, too small, too small. Major.
Major and a Lancelot. Fuck it, Major and Lancelot's. I don't know. Or play a fucking
Imagine this.
Camelot from hand with Majors.
Imagine this.
Douche.
His God's art is blue green, and then banish X machines. Put like a number of strangers from your stranger deck equal to the number of machines you banish in this way into the field. So it's like sack 3 machines, go get 3 strangers.
No.
Gee, no. Strangers have to be random.
Hey, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're still
just
getting 3 random.
flipping 3
No,
random.
because like your opponent has 5 left. You're like, okay, I'll just banish 5. These are all now mine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's too busted.
Wait, you saying to hand or to
but-
board?
Too bored?
No, I don't like
No,
this.
I don't like
this
that.
at all.
I love Machina, but I don't like that.
No, I'm pretty sure Prissy's is gonna be a lot like Melgus's. Like she enters, she gets something like Melgus and Faria.
Yo, what if they just straight up reprinted the Priscia 2.0 Guards art?
Oh no,
I'm not okay with this.
the rotted
no,
one
no.
or whatever.
Instead of untapping her, it just gets you a stranger.
And plus 400 attacking, defense, and flying and swiftness until end of turn for your turns.
No,
Yeah.
No,
No.
they would give her some sort of like
No,
wide field buff.
No. I wouldn't say like buff. Like I can see like flying swiftness.
just
like,
do everything.
Like so, you bring in something. This thing is swinging this turn, and it is probably landing. Is the idea that I can see that them doing? Where you're just like, okay, well, I'll just use my horn to pay for this thing, to pay for my God's art. Random stranger comes on the board against swiftness and flying to end of turn. It's like swing. It's like, oh, my 2020 that's not supposed to attack this turn. Oh, look at that. You're dead.
Here's another idea. I know what you're gonna say, but hear me out. So go ahead and say no, so that
No?
way we can get past it. Okay. So instead of actually just putting a stranger onto the field, untap all your stones and get a stranger from random goes to hand.
No.
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 I'd be okay if it untapped like 2 stones. It's just untapping like
Because you got to pay into it.
No, because
you're
that's
paying
your
into
gods
it
are,
with a
right?
regalia.
Yeah, so you're paying
What?
2
But
mana.
strangers can be played with Regalia. So
You're
it's not
paying
like-
2 mana to get 3 mana.
Yeah. So you're plus oneing, but the difference is, like, if you just untap 2, then like
But then that could let you into better mana filtering because you'll be tapping down like whatever Horn produces for stones you really want.
Yeah. So also I'm pretty sure Horn is gonna work with God's Arts, Strangers, Beastarts. Because it
Either
just
that
sounds-
or 4
Beastarts.
Sacred Beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. That makes them way too cheap. So they better be really high costed if it can pay for 4 Sacred
It
Beasts.
has to be some sort of modified Sacred Beast, because then you'll just be playing that like.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Wanderer.
remember this 4-cost
No.
Sacred Beast? Boom. Oh, yeah, now it's only 2.
Oh my god,
Shit
no!
Slap it down the board.
So let's see. Linnet's. So Caduceus pays for God's Art.
No.
It doesn't pay for God's Art.
It's
No.
for activated abilities. and
Okay,
she
I knew
is
it did
that
3.
race.
Yeah.
That's what they did. So,
Yeah. Hers doesn't pay for God's Art, but it pays for God's Art for her.
so I'm
Yeah.
about to say something so controversial, yet so brave, and I need y'all to hear me out.
What?
Horn of Sacred Beast, whatever they want to call it, pays for strangers, pays for, because Caduceus, it was strangers, activate abilities of,
The
and then mage arts.
Yeah.
So, strangers, beast arts, and activate abilities of 12 protective deities, and they make Priscia a 12 protective deity.
No.
No.
And
Honestly, though, it could be a thing.
it could be
Because
because
it-
she protects Sisse,
Yeah.
and she met Magna.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Magnus met her. She was nice to him. He was nice to her. So it would not surprise me if they're
Yeah.
like, hey, like, fuck it, like.
That would allow her to get Behemoth, Leviathan, and Ziz as 3 of her 12 protective deities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might
could
change
see
the
it.
color on a couple of those just to make them fit, and Leviathan might
That
even
makes
go to
sense.
Valentina.
Because of the fact that
All 3 of those are 12 apostles. by the
yeah,
way.
no, I'm just saying, like, the fact that, excuse me, the fact that Caduceus can pay for mage arts means that of course the 2 sword arts means that things can just traverse. Yeah, it would make sense if there's going to be like 3 or 4 rulers that deal with the 12 protected
Yeah,
deities. Because this is a possibly modified storyline, so it would make sense to just be like, well, now it's like these 12 protectors are coming
Yeah, and it would be
around.
kind of weird if all 12 protectors were in like the same dual colors. So
Yeah.
it would have to be like spread it
Yeah.
out.
And so if you do like red green, it's like, well, my Caduceus can pay for some of their activates. Because like, let's say one of their activates is like red or 2 red. Then it's like,
I
well, I
don't
can
want to
still
know
pay
what
for this.
Behemoth's activates are going to be if he
Oh
has
no,
any.
dude!
Yeah.
But he
He
was
doesn't
gonna
need
be
activates.
fucking
He just
nasty.
always does damage.
He's gonna be fucking nasty.
So you're just
man.
saying literally reprint Behemoth, change the race a little bit, and then you're done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm definitely
I'm-
cheating him in.
No, I can see like his activates being something along the lines of like you can give him the ability to like deal the damage.
No, what if you just give him the ability that he just deals damage equal to his attack to something?
No.
So it's not a fight. He's just like, cool, I'm a 12/12, pay mana, deal 12 to that.
It was never a fight with him because he would punch you and then your owner would take the
There's so many
damage.
times where like it's swinging, it's like, should I block? And I'm like, sure, block. I don't care. It's going to hurt you. 15
Yeah.
is being dealt to you unless you prevent this ability.
God, it'd be
The
so
problem is
bad.
not whether you should block or not. The problem is how do I stop this from activating
Yeah.
if I can block? So I can see also he could like most of them gaining like flight. Behemoth with like little tiny wings.
Jesus.
What else is there? So who else did you say could possibly be in there?
Oh, in her deck?
Yeah.
Ziz, Behemoth, and Leviathan could
This
potentially.
was the evolution one?
Yeah. Of course, all these cards are going to get reworked because
Yeah.
they're protected deities.
I'm just trying to think like how we can move them.
And in Leviathan, either A could come back as a different color, which they've done before.
Yeah.
And B, it could go to Valentina because it could always be one of those off-color things like, why does
Yeah.
she have Leviathan? Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I can see it because then I'm pretty sure like Glyphner is going to be like tap, black, blue to pay for God's Arts, Mage's Arts, and maybe something to do with 12 protective deities.
Well, strangers,
Yeah.
mage arts, and then they could go to God's art route, or if they wanted to like include that with this something else, they could make Valentina of a race or a subtype that then include. So, if this, depending on how much of a time gap is in between Vala, assume Vala is Valentina, and the current Valentina, if she's still a 5 heroes, they could have something where it deals with 5 heroes.
Could be. Because we've seen what two or three of the
We've seen
five-
three
We've
5
seen
heroes.
3.
Lars, Vala, and Shakti.
Shakti, that was the one. Yeah, so they're all different colors. So yeah, and Val is one of those types that likes to play everything.
Yeah.
So I can see them doing that, where it's just like it can pay maybe one will for 5 years. Because I don't really want to see someone just like tap a reality and play a Shakti.
Are you sure?
Look at that. Fuck that, man.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Y'all
I'm
want to
sure.
see a Val 4.0 deck just going Shaq? Yo, what? Oh, the other Shaq. Yo, what? I'm sorry, that does not compute with this.
No.
But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys want to do the closing?
Oh. So we have, if you're in the DFW area or like nearby, we are doing an event at the local game store here in like
Yeah.
Richardson, Dallas, whatever you want to call it. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's fucking Texas. It is on the 8th of December, if I'm correct. That
Yeah.
should be a Sunday.
Yes.
We are doing a structure deck tournament, $25 entry. You'll be buying a new structure deck with your entry, so that's where the $25 come from.
Yeah.
And for every person that signs up, there'll be $5 added to the top prize pool. I need to double check if it's like top 4, top 8, or like it'll change.
It's going to
I'm pretty
depend on
sure.
numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll depend on
But there will
numbers.
be a top cut. And
At least top 4.
Yeah, at least top 4 will get prize money. Then like if we get enough people, it'll probably be like top
And
8.
otherwise, it is pack per win. So
Yeah.
even if you go 2-2, you don't get into top 4, you can still win a couple packs.
Yeah, and you got a structure deck, I guess.
Yeah. So if you want a structure deck, or if you already have one, like us, and we just want more foils, or just
Yeah.
more cards in general.
yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be really fun to look towards. I'll double check to make sure the page is up, or the event page is up, and I'll add it to the description if it is. If not, then we'll share the event later, and then I'll add it in later too.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Some people seem pretty excited for it, especially now that we actually have a prize pool.
Yeah.
It's in store credit. Yeah, we didn't say that, but it's in store credit, so you'll have to spend it there, but you'll probably be just spending it to buy more cards.
Buy more cards or sleeves or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, just other stuff.
Or buy rights to Sam for a few hours, you know?
What? No, I'm
You
not.
take
a
him out on like
prostitute.
a nice candlelit dinner. You can go
I'm
rob
not
a
eye
bank
candy.
together.
But anyways, that's that. So hope that you guys come down. It'll be fun. Is there any other events that we have planned, or that's like the
think that's
main
it.
one that we have?
Events,
coming up?
no. But also, if you come down, you want to play Force World, or if you just want to get swept in Pokemon VGC rules, you can always come down to the LGS. I'll be posted up like Red at Mount Silver, just sitting there waiting for a match, you know, just run up on me, ... battle begins. We just start punching each other, and then battle ends. I hand you some money, you hand me some money, you know, just
Yeah.
fun times.
But if you do want to come by, we come by like every Thursday and Sunday.
Thursdays at around like 6 to 7, depending on
Yeah.
when we get there. It's closer to 7 now, just because like I have school.
Yeah, and
And they
then
have
there's
work.
it's work and
Yeah,
crap like
but
that.
if you get around like 6, it's
Yeah.
good. Sundays we usually go around 2. Today we got here a little bit earlier. We played a tournament. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Good time.
But that's pretty much it from us. Today's a little bit shorter since there wasn't a lot to talk about. Like fun, like I mean, it was all fun. It's all fun and games playing this.
Once we do some more testing, we hopefully find out some more stuff.
Yeah, we're
that we
kind of
can talk.
we're in the midst of that testing. But this has been us from the WLTCG. You can't see us because the website because our webcam is frozen.
And if you
again.
can somehow see us doing weird stuff, please tell us how our dance skills are. Tell us who's got the best moves and grooves if you could see us. Hashtag Force of Will Dance Floor. But that's all from us tonight. Again, this is Roderick, Sam,
Oh.
and Hoel
Bye.
signing off.
Bye.
Man, we really
Y'all
need it.
have a good week.
We need a better camera.